Good evening and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. How is everybody tonight? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all set for the weekend. Maybe a little bit of gaming, maybe some painting? Let us know in the chat. Good evening, Sarah. Good evening, Roger. How are you both? I hope you're well. Are you all set for tonight's game, Sarah? I am. I'm excited to play this game tonight. We will see how we do. I can well imagine this might become a part 1. So then, what are we playing tonight? Well, we are going to be playing Shadows of Kilforth from All or Nothing Productions. As I say, I'm very excited to play this game. I saw it several years ago at the UK Games Expo and really liked what I saw. So it's great to have it on the table now. Right, Sarah, you're all set and ready? Okay, let's unmute the mic and bring you on in. Good evening, Sarah.
Hello, hello.
How you doing? You good?
I'm all right.
Are you all set and ready to play tonight?
Okay.
Yes, it's that first time sort of nerves, isn't it? Of you know, first not played this game before, not quite sure how it's going to work out. Lots of things to remember,
Hey,
lots of
chat.
things to learn.
Hey, chat, you see all that dice there? Yep.
Yes.
If it's too bad, I can go and find enough dice, I'm sure, to roll my own.
we would have to believe your scores, yes. Hey, look, I know that my dice rolling is not great, but, you know, hopefully we'll do all right. Hopefully we'll do all right.
I will say I'm excited to see all the cards. If anything, I'm excited to see all the card art because it's amazing.
It is a truly beautiful game, yes. Yes, I will definitely be showing those off.
Even if I'm still unable to grasp the game, at least I will be enjoying the card art.
Oh, Paul Lorno thought that I had a Monkeys with Fire dice bag, and it's just it's just convenient placement of a logo over a dice bag. Yeah, it would be awesome. I've got Monkeys with Fire dice, but that's as far as it goes. Shall we go to the table then and get started?
I mean, people can be hired to embroider such things. Just saying.
They could be, couldn't they? Hey, yeah.
Yeah, or just flowers and cuss words. You know, either way.
Either way.
Whatever.
Right. So I've got the game set out before us, as you can see. And I have sent you. You received an image.
And I have them on the other tab.
Yeah, so you can actually see what all of the locations are.
Forest Bridge, Eastern M word. Yep, got it. They're all here.
Good. Unfortunately, the lighting I have makes this row slightly difficult to see. But what we'll end up doing is if we venture to that area, I will obviously describe the card, let you know what the special abilities are of that particular card, that location. So hopefully won't be too bad. Right, now, there's quite a bit for us to sort of do before we get started. But I have, well, what comes with the game is... what comes with an expansion. I'll explain this right off the bat. You can get the core game, and then you can get this wonderful expansion pack Pimp My Shadows, and it does exactly that. It provides these large tarot-sized cards for the land of Kilforth. It includes a bigger velvet bag, lots more dice, and standees for the hero characters, which I will show you very shortly when we choose who we're going to be. So it's a great feature to, if you really want to enjoy your game experience, then you can enhance the assets sort of within it. And I think, if I'm right, yes, one of the things that come in the pimp set is these reference guides. You get 4 of these for the 4 players. These are very, very handy. So we can go through the setup. There is one of these within the actual core game, I will note that, but with this expansion you get 1 for each of the players, which is great. So setup, we put the Monshoba Shrine at the center, so that is where we will be starting. We've placed down all of the encounter decks in their decks. So hang on, we've got the Badlands, the forests, the mountains, and the plains. We have an ancient. So the ancient that we will be fighting against, and bring him up there. Hopefully you can see him. This is the Bishop of Pride. So the bishop overwhelms its victims with terrible panic and horrific delusions, then offers a stark, simple solution to their pain. Join in the darkness by embracing ruin and despair. Darkness. This basically is the end boss, and he will come out, and he will be in the Tower of Cain. So let's find the Tower of Cain, so we know where that is. The Tower of Cain is up at the top here.
Yeah,
now,
4th card over.
The Bishop of Pride will only reveal himself once each hero has completed their personal quest. And that is something.
Okay.
That is some. Yeah. Oh yes. So, but thematically, it's brilliant. We have a quest.
You're thematically brilliant. I'm sorry.
we have a quest to do, which is in various chapters. Which, when we get to the end of our quest, we have a sort of sub-level boss. Once we defeat that boss, then of course the big boss comes on out. So it's great sort of storytelling. So we know we've got the Bishop of Pride. We then have to draw up knight cards. Now the knight deck, so we have it just here. This is basically the game's countdown clock. There are 25 cards in this deck. There are 25 locations to the world. Once we reveal the last card in that deck, if we have not defeated the Bishop of Pride, then that's it. It's game over, and in essence, we kind of lose. But right from
saying this we.
Well, this game can be played cooperatively. We can work as a team. We could have multiple heroes per player, or we can play competitively, where it's just a race against time. Whoever defeats the bishop first is the ultimate winner. All right, but we'll see. We'll see where we get to. So to start with, because there are 2 of us playing, we revealed the first 3 knight cards. And what this does is it puts locations into gloom. And in essence, finishing your turn in a location that is in gloom means you will lose 1 health point. So you never want to end up finishing in a location that's in gloom. And of course, as we play, more and more locations are going to go into gloom. So let's find out what the first 3 locations into gloom are going to be. The Wheeled Heart. Where's the Wheeled Heart? See, now I've got to find things. Here it is. So we just
Okay,
flip.
let me do this and I can help you maybe. Okay.
No, got it there. So we can flip the card over. So we have a little indicator that tells us we have -1 should we end in that location.
Oh,
The
you do?
next,
There is a marker for us?
Yep. So there is the Imperial Forest. And I thought that was quite close. I've seen that. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's
Top
right
row, all the way to the right.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's there. And then...
Oh, it just gets, like, scary looking? Okay, you might have to tell me which ones are in gloom then whenever we're going around.
Yeah, so basically they're scary looking and they have a red marker, -1.
Oh, okay.
I will absolutely alert you that if you were going to make a move that was potentially bad, I'll let you know.
I don't know. You said we're not playing co-op, so I don't know if you'd tell me.
Oh, of course I would. Of course I would.
Okay.
Hello,
You heard
hello,
it, folks.
Nerd Rock from the Sun. Welcome to the channel. We're just about to start our game of Shadows of Kilforth.
Name.
Last one to go into gloom is the Frozen Portal. So there it is. All right. So we've done that part of setup. So then, that is the world setup. Now we have to set up our heroes. And we have a variety of races. Each of
We
these...
have to draw? Or do we actually get to choose?
You do get to choose. So each race has various attributes to it and a particular sort of special ability. Okay? Because we are just learning and discovering the game, it's kind of a muchness, isn't it? So we're just going to pick what we like the look of, and then I'll explain who that character is. Yeah? So this is the... and what is really, really cool is that each character comes with either a female or a male side. So you can choose. There's no change to the actual attributes or to the special abilities, but we just have some really nice artwork depending on whether you want to be male or female. So we got a spirit walker, a vampire, a were tiger,
Ooh.
a watcher. Interesting. A Veilborn, a Shape Changer, a Seraph, and a Human. I think that's the last one. Yeah. So, out of those, which would you like to be?
The tiger and the V one.
The V one. So we got the tiger
Yeah.
and the Veilborn. All right, so I'll quickly tell you the difference here. Well, here we go. Attributes. So we have a combat attribute to start off with, which is 4. We have a sort of learning and studying an arcane knowledge, which is 1. You have a sneak or sort of cunning attribute, which is 3. And then it's an influence attribute, talking to people, which is 2. So you're very good at combat. Your studying your arcane ability is pretty lousy. You're quite good at sneaking, and you're okay at talking.
Can I see that next to the other card so I can see the 2 numbers next to one another?
All right, there we go. So the Veilborn
she can't sneak.
Has a combat of 3, has an arcane of 3, has a sneak of 1, and has an influence of 3.
You know what? I'm going to do the Veilborn. I feel like she's more even across the board, other than the sneakiness.
All right. Let me just...
But I think that when it comes to the studying and everything else, I feel like she's a little bit more well-rounded. And she looks cool and has wings.
She does look cool. She does have wings.
Essentially, she's a butterfly, so I'll go with her.
All right. So... once per day, and every round is considered a day, you are able to do a... Vale Heritage. This is one that... Okay, I think I understand this. Okay, there's a term. There's lots of keywords in the game, and you have to sort of learn their terminology. So this is Vale Heritage. So you do not lose HP from gloom. So you know how I explained right at the start that if you end the day in a location that's in gloom, you would lose 1 hit point. Your natural innate ability, because you are a sort of, I suppose, slightly demonic sort of race, is
Butterfly, yeah.
Yeah, butterfly, yeah. You will not lose that 1 HP. So
Okay.
there you go. So that's just a constant for you. That's pretty good. So I'm going to put
And
your
then
card...
anything else, or is that it for her?
That's it. Each race has 1 special ability. What am I going to go for? I am going to try...
I think demonic butterfly should be my name.
You see, interestingly, the human has no special abilities. I suppose the human is the average, isn't it? It's the neutral. So I'm going to be a vampire. Oh yeah, it looks just like me.
So, mine was 3 for fighting.
3 for combat, 3 for arcane or studying, 1 for sneak.
Okay, let me write that on. Studying, 1 for sneak.
And 3 for influence.
Okay.
So as a vampire, I have a 3 for combat, 2 for arcane, 2 for sneak, and 3 for influence. And my ability is energy drain. Whenever you defeat an enemy, heal 1 hit point, and then gain 1 movement action. Okay, that's very cool. We'll put that there. Right. So not only do we have a race, but we then have a class. And when you start off playing the game, it suggests that you might want to choose one of these 4 classes. And I will go into a little bit of detail on this. So first of all, we have Samurai. This class is martial. This is a deed. Now, so again, keywords. A deed. When you have a deed, you can play a deed at any time during your turn. But it can only be played essentially once. And what we do is we tap the card, we turn it on its side. That means that it cannot be played again during that day.
So this is our mana that we tap.
Yes, kind of, yeah. So this is your deed for the samurai is meditation. So you gain 1 rest action point. And to rest, so there are a number of actions you're able to do during your turn, and to rest is you would gain 1 HP. All right? So you're able to do that once every day, in addition to any other rest actions you might do. The Chevalier, horsemanship, gain 1 move action point. The Yakuza, add 1 success to a sneak test at your location. So whenever you do a sneak test, you get a bonus 1.
Studying?
No, it's on sneak. And then...
No, but it has it on the...
Okay, yeah, so hang on a second. Let me... I'll just do the sorcerer, because I'm just telling you basically the special abilities they have. So, for the sorcerer, it's pride. You may use titles that are keywords for your saga, but treat all of their text and attribute boxes as if they were blank. So that's really interesting. There are spells, titles, items, and allies that you might collect during the course of the game. The sorcerer, if they collect any titles, they cannot use any of the abilities that title bestows them. But what I think is it offsets the pluses that this particular class gives to your character. So this is the other aspect of these classes, is that the sorcerer gives a +2 to arcane and a +1 to sneak. The samurai is a +1 to combat and a +1 to influence. The chevalier is a +1 to arcane and a +1 to influence. And the yakuza is a +1 to arcane and a +1 to sneak. Now, your sneak is your lowest.
Is a 1.
So I'm just looking here. So it possibly would favour the yakuza or the sorcerer.
I like the yakuza.
I think that the yakuza probably is best suited for you. So we'll put the yakuza just there. So just remember, you get a +1 to your sneak tests.
And my study.
Yeah, but this is an additional +1 that can be used once per day. You get these pluses on your card as normal, and that's an additional one because of the special ability.
So my additional thing is once a day.
Yep.
I get a +1 to sneak.
But you naturally have a +1, so now your sneak is 2.
Yeah, my study's at a 4 and my sneak is at a 2.
Exactly, yeah. And then once per day...
Which would put me at a 3.
Yes, once per day you could increase it up to a 3. Yes, you're quite right.
Haha, okay.
So that's quite cool. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to take...
Me, computer.
I'm going to take the samurai. So I am a vampiric samurai, which means I get that 1 rest action. Okay, so what happens is, to be the first player, it is the person with the highest sneak. I'm going to make it me, just for the fact we're both at 2. But my natural sneak... Well, actually, yeah, maybe we just roll a dice. It depends up to you. Do you want to start first, or do you want to...
You can go first.
Yeah,
it's
follow
okay.
my lead a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Right.
Yeah.
So then, now that we have selected our race and class, it does suggest... So I am the... What you went for the Yakuza, I went for the Samurai. So Yakuza is the farmer's daughter, and the Samurai is the Great Feast Hall. All right. So what we have here, there's the farmer's daughter. These are the personal quests. Let me just see. Hang on a second. So Yakuza, farmer's daughter. That's your quest. That's my quest. All right. So let's explain yours. So then, your quest is going to be the farmer's daughter. So a nice little bit of story text here. Here we go. Felicia, a local farmer's daughter, was last seen herding goats, but has now been reported missing. As she is ever fond of stories about fairies living in the forest, at first it was thought that she had wandered off on one of her regular escapades. But now it has been 3 days, and the farmer is sick with worry. Will you help?
No.
Well, you clearly have decided that this is important to you, and you are going to try and find Felicia. Now...
Oh, all right then, I guess.
The way to find her, so your first chapter, is you have to collect cards that have the following keywords. And the cards you're after are Badlands, Plains, and Mountain. So those are the 3 cards that you're trying to find. You also, and we're doing a slight variant on the rules here, you also have to have 2 gold. And once you do that, you would be able to complete Chapter 1 by doing what we call a regale action. And I'll explain that as we get to it. So how do you get hold of these cards? Basically, you go to locations that are empty of cards, to which then you pick up the appropriate card in that location. Now, this is going to be the interesting mix. So you're after Badlands. I don't know how well you can see. Badlands are the purple
Okay. Purple little house-looking shape. Okay. Or
It,
lily
it,
pad. I don't know what that is.
it's a tree. It's a
Oh, it's a
gnarly.
tree.
It's a gnarly tree.
Ah,
Gnarly trees. Okay.
I clicked over and I looked at it. Okay, so purple.
So you're looking for the purple areas. All right. You also
I'm
want the.
also looking for, I'm guessing, the red one that looks like a mountain on it, like that
Yes.
first top
Yes.
two.
There we go. Mountains. Yes.
Okay, and then no, plains would be, I guess, a full.
It's grass. It's a light blue and it's grass.
Okay.
Sort
Okay.
of
Okay.
in the flowing in the breeze.
So
Now,
purple, red, and blue. Okay.
yeah. Now, basically, you have more chance of picking up a card with those keywords in those locations. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Though you could possibly get those keywords in other locations as well. You already start with 1 gold coin, and you will get more gold as we go along. And I'll kind of explain that as we play, because it kind of makes sense. You know, having played any kind of fantasy adventure-based game, you know, once you kill something, you typically can get hold of gold, can't you? So it's pretty obvious. So we got our setup there. So I'm going for the Great Feast Hall. So here's my story. As a child, you were obsessed with the fairy tale of the Great Feast Hall. The 1,000-year-old story is believed to have originated from the wild claw barbarian tribes who inhabit the mountains. If you can find them, earn their respect, and forge a connection with their elder tribesmen, maybe you can finally learn about the whereabouts of the legendary hall. Right, so this vampire, I've been around for thousands of years. I should have found this already. But maybe I'm a relatively young vampire. You know, I'm only a couple of 100 years old.
You're new to the area.
Yeah. So my keywords are mountain, which of course is a location that I can go to. But more interestingly, I also have the keyword of quest and of title. All right. So, interesting. I've got to go for something slightly different. But before we get started, I should put our standees. So we've got the vampire and the Veilborn.
But we're going to lay them flat so we can see them, right?
Yes. So I'm just trying to find... Oh, look at that. I found you straight away. That's good. So that's you.
Me, I'm such a great demonic butterfly.
You keep on convincing yourself you're a butterfly, but you're not. You're not really.
You really gonna tell her that? You're gonna go up in her face and be like, "You are not a butterfly"? I don't think so, sir.
There we go. There's me.
She would moida you.
Moira. Yeah.
Moida.
Yeah. You can't. I'm a vampire. You know. I don't have to worry about things like that. All right.
You're just jealous because you wish you were a demonic butterfly, but instead you got to be a bat.
A bat. Well, yeah. All right. So we now get to draw 2 reward cards from the deck, but keep one as a rumor. Now, this is an interesting sort of aspect to the game. When we defeat creatures or we overcome quests, we will collect cards, reward cards. And as I explained, they are either spells, titles, items, or allies. In the first instance, we receive them as a rumor. That basically means we know about them, we know of their location, but we do not actually have them. We don't own them. What we then have to do is go to the location and discover the particular item that we are after, and then we can place it next to our character and actually take advantage of their sort of bonuses. However, every card has these keywords. So if we wanted to use the card as part of our main quest, then because we are aware of it, then that card counts. So we don't have to necessarily discover it to use it as part of our quest. But it does mean that we will lose that card, because any card that we put towards the quest get discarded. So there's an interesting sort of
cards.
So, and yes, there's the rule of 6. So basically, we can have 6 rumors, we can have 6 items. So that's the difference between, it's the same, could be the same card, but it's in a different sort of, depends what phase it's in. It's either a rumor or an item. And we can have 6 loot tokens. And that is when we overcome obstacles, we can either take some gold or we can have a rummage in the loot bag and hopefully we get something bigger and better. But we'll see. We'll come to that shortly. So, before we start, we're able to take 2 reward cards from one deck and keep hold of one. So what would you like to have as a rumor? So we've got spells, titles, items, or an ally.
Can't do the loot?
Nope, not loot at this moment in time.
Oh.
Items are physical, obviously physical items. So swords. If you wanted to have a go at a spell, then yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
2 spells, all right.
See what this butterfly knows.
We'll just take the first 2 cards.
Or can know.
Or can know, yes. No, it's an interesting thing. So here we go.
See, I told you I kind of watched.
yeah. No,
well, I mean, I watched. It was the kind of understand part is the kind of.
All right, so here we go. This is a spell. This is a conjuring. Again, when you actually have found this, so this needs to be found in the Fool's Den. You can use it once per day, and it will get tapped. Each 1 HP you lose this battle round causes the enemy to also lose 1 HP. Okay, this is Snake Charm. Now, the interesting thing about it is once you have this spell as an asset, your influence is increased by 1, naturally. But you need to have an arcane knowledge of 5. And at this moment, you have 4. So you can own this spell, but you cannot use it until your arcane knowledge is increased by 1 more point.
What's the other card?
All right. So the other card is Exercise. In the case of it's more of an exorcist type way. So this is this is a spell and combat. This again can be used once per day. Defeat an undead enemy at your location. So you cast this spell and boom, an undead enemy is defeated. Simple as that.
I think we're going to keep that one.
Well, here we go. You require level 2, so you're fine for that. And where is this spell? This spell can be found in the Eastern Marches. And the
hold on one second. Oh no.
Eastern Marches are up here at the top. So we're going to put that there.
I accidentally closed out my thing. Okay, cool.
Are you good? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm going to keep that one.
All right.
So I can just kill an enemy once a day.
An undead enemy.
Oh.
It's got to be undead. You're doing an exorcist ritual, aren't you? Yes, it's not just any enemy. All right, for me...
Oh.
It's still good. It's still really good. You know, the place is full of undead. So for me, now this is interesting. I require a title as part of my main quest. So I might as well, right from the start here, take a title card, and hopefully I'm a step closer to completing my quest. So what do I have here? So I have these are special abilities. Craftsman, sacrifice an item to put an item into play from the top of the item deck. So essentially, once I have an item with my character, So a rumor has now become an item. I could sacrifice that item and take the top card from the item deck and put it into basically I'm crafting an actual item, which is quite cool. Contest winner. Rotate an enemy in an adjacent location 180 degrees to show it suffers fight -1 until the end of the day. Oh, that's interesting. Just because, and I get a +1 on my arcane knowledge. I'm going to take that one. So,
all right. Sounds to me like we're all ready to die. Let's do this.
Okay, and so the final thing that needs to be done. So we have, if you can see here, you have your health and your action points. You're able to do 4 actions in your turn. We take it, one at a time, but ultimately up to 4. If you suffer any damage, you lose then that health point and the action as well. So the more damage you take, the less actions you're able to do. When we get to the end of the day, we will make up camp. And for starting the next day, you will get action points equal to the number of health. So that's really important. You want to keep your health as high as possible for the fact of you're able to do more. And it's all about trying to do as much as you possibly can. All right. What else do you have? You have these hourglass tokens. These are fates. These allow you to add 1 success in any test that you're doing once per day. Or, I'm just going to make sure I'm right on this, you can discard a rumor card that you have once per day. I think I'm right on that. Let me just double check.
Can we get more health than 4?
Yes, you get more health by completing your chapters. Okay, so your sort of the small quest that we are working on, when you accomplish that, it will actually increase your health. Right? Which of course then increases your actions. So it's
but if you land on a card and it says, "Oh, you're done here. You get a HP," then we get to add, right? We don't get to say, "Oh, well, you're already at 5. You don't get it." Or you're already at 4. You don't get another one.
No, to start off with, your maximum is 4 health. You can't go over 4 at this moment in time.
Oh, so even if we landed on something that said +1 HP, it wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter, no, because your maximum health is 4. Once you sort of level up, think of it like a video game. The next level, you'll go to 5 health, right, and that will be your maximum. So ultimately, by the time we meet the big boss, our maximum health is 8. That's as much as we can get up to. All right. So using the fates will allow you to have 1 success, and when we have rolls, you can basically decide whether you want to add a success at the end, but you can only do it once per day. And the green token is to hide. This is an action, and this is something you might want to consider, that as you go into a location, if you are hidden, in combat, you get an extra dice to start off with. Also, you have the opportunity to decide whether you want to sneak past the enemy. If you're not hidden, then any enemy that you discover, right, will have 1 extra dice on you. So that's something to bear in mind. But it does take an action to do. All right, final thing. You've got to decide as to what group you are in. There are bonuses in the game which will be flagged depending on what group. So it's either the roses or the, I think it's the doom horns. So rose or doom, what do you want to be?
Does it matter?
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't. Right? You'll see how it works out when we reveal cards. So
Doom.
Doom, okay, you're Doom, I'm going to be Roses. Right. So then.
Because demonic butterfly.
Demonic butterfly, indeed. That is us set up and ready to go.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. What a fun game.
It seems like a lot, but it's only because I'm explaining it, right? It's actually not that much at all. And what's really nice is that the game comes with divider cards. So actually to set the game up took less than 5 minutes. Really did. You just throw everything out. So easy. All right, so I have 4 actions to start off with. And I can now do an action straight away. So I need to go and get to the nesting woods. Where are the nesting woods? Find me the nesting woods. Oh, there they are. The nesting woods are over here. You cannot move diagonally, so it's orthogonal movements. So, okay. So what I'm going to do, because I've learnt from experience, is right from the very start, I'm going to use one action. So I will take my little action point, and I'm just going to use that. And I am going to go hidden. So I am hidden now for as long as I want to be, unless I decide to declare otherwise. That's my first action. It goes over to you. What do you want to do?
So,
go on, sorry.
So did your person not move at all?
Nope. I have literally used my first action to become sneaky. So your actions are that you can hide, you can move, you can search, and that is when you go on into a place where there's no obstacles, no strangers. And essentially you draw up a card. You can confront, which is where if there is a card on the actual location, then you deal with that card. You can discover, which is when you get to the location where one of your rumours that's in your hand, you can then take that rumour and actually make it an item. You can clear, which when a card has some sort of effect upon it, you clear the obstacle. An obstacle prevents you from interacting with things upon that card, so you need to clear it first, and then you can start interacting.
So, if I wanted to go to the eastern thing.
The eastern marshes, yes.
Yeah, so that would be 3 actions to get there?
It would be, yes.
So I could do that and do the discover to make my card work?
Potentially, but remember, you're going to do one action to move. You're going to then draw a card, and you're going to have to deal with that card, potentially if it's an enemy, or if not, then it is something of interest. And then it will go to me, and then it'll come back to you, and we'll go back and two until we've exhausted all of our actions. And once we have exhausted our actions, we then camp for the night. The first person to camp, and you can camp at any time and declare it, you then, any actions you have left are lost, but you then become the first player on the next day. So there was rest, which would allow you to heal your hit point, or you can go to the market, which is in this location, the Mon Shoba Shrine. You are able to heal health for 1 gold piece, or you can purchase a reward card. You will draw 3 cards from any one deck, and you must then purchase one of those cards. Okay? Now the difference here is typically a card that you find out in the world is a rumour. But if you go and purchase something from the shrine, it's an item straight away.
So if I go to the card above us, I want to get that HP because I already have 4.
So the card above you, so going into Fool's Den, So the special ability here is heroes gain 1 action point when they move into this location for the first time on any day. So that effectively means that your action of moving in doesn't count. So you've kept hold of
AP,
your
not
action.
HP, okay.
AP, yes. Yes.
Well, that was the way that I wanted to go. I wanted to go up, over to get to the...
Yes.
Oh, no, maybe I didn't want to.
Yeah, that's a speedier way of moving around. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I want to do that. Can I move up there then?
All right. So remember, by moving into that location, you're going to draw a forest card. If it is an enemy, that enemy will have a surprise on you because you're not hidden. So they will get to roll 1 extra dice.
So I need to hide myself first then?
I'm going to advise it. At least just as we get started, and then you'll start deciding.
Hide me.
Yes. So you're going to use an action, and you are hidden as well. All right. It's just advantageous just to start off with. Right. I'm now going to use my second action, and I'm going to move, and I am going across here to the celestial tree. And when I go on into a location, there's no card there, and that being the case, I draw up a card. So it's a forest card. So here we go. And so this character is a grave raider. And his keywords are stranger, insane, and forest. Again, as I say, these keywords are really important because that's what we're looking for in our various sort of quests. Now, he has a weakness of attire. So if we had a keyword of attire, you would instantly defeat this particular character. Okay? He is there. I don't necessarily need to do anything with him. He's not an enemy, but I could make him an enemy. Or I could try and influence him. So by using my influence ability. But that is on my next action where I would do a confront. All right. So that's me done. Over to you.
Okay, I want to move up 1, please.
You're moving up 1. All right. So that would have used an action point, but because of the Fool's Den special ability, you don't need to use that action point. But you do need to draw a card, and the card is the forest. Oh. So this is an enemy. It's an animal, and it's in the forest, and it is a spider. So during an engagement, the evasion opportunity stage is skipped. So you, unfortunately, cannot avoid this spider. You've got to fight it. All right?
Even though I'm hidden?
You're hidden, as in you're sneaking. You get an extra dice in combat. So that's the advantage.
All right, let's do this then.
Right. The thing is that so combat continues until you're either dead or you decide to escape. And when you escape, let's just let me just make sure I'm right on this. Once we do one set of combat, it'll start to flow naturally. So actually, I'll put that just here. Okay. So, hang on, that there. So what we're going to do is your combat is 3. What would you rather be, black or white dice?
White.
Okay, so that's your 3.
No, I lie.
I'm
the demonic butterfly. I should have black dice.
Black dice. All right. So your black dice, the spider is white. The spider has 3 health. So we'll just put some health on it. There we go. And basically, we're going to roll these dice. Successes are a score of 5 or 6. Every time you have a success, you take 1 health away from the spider. Every time the spider has a success, it takes 1 health from you. Now remember, you said you're black. You have an extra dice because you're hidden for this first roll. But after that, the spider's aware of you, and it's going to just fight anyway, isn't it? Yeah?
Okay.
So, hopefully, you get 4 successes, and you've just killed that spider outright. Nice and easy. All right, shall we just get rolling?
I guess so. I should get an extra dice in there for the hindrance of you rolling for me.
Well, hang on a second. Will you just take a look at those scores?
Okay, I killed it.
You killed it, right?
Hooray! Thanks.
Oh, hang on. No, hang on. No, you've not. No, hang on. Oh, hang on. You've got 2 successes because you're black. The spider's got 1 success. Okay. Now, this is up to you. You could use one of your fate tokens to give you an additional success, and hence kill it straight away.
But do we get those back at all?
No. But, so you don't get the tokens back, but you are able to discard I think it's a rumor. Let me just double check. Yes, you can discard a rumor to give you the equivalent. So it's not all bad.
Instead of using up the blue one, I could just get rid of the rumor that I have.
You could, yes, but your rumor, of course, but remember the rumor is the exercise spell, isn't it? Which is kind of what you're going for.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. I wouldn't worry too much. I probably would lose one of the hourglass tokens. Just go for it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. All right. So that being the case, you get an extra success. You have defeated the spider, but unfortunately, it did do a point of damage against you. So that means you lose 1 health point, which means you also lose 1 action point as well. All right. But the spider's dead. Now then.
And so now I get loot for killing it?
You do. So hang on a second.
Did I get anything else for killing it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on. So this is it. So we got the spider. So first of all, the loot step. So you might either take 2 gold pieces, or you can have a rummage in the loot bag and hopefully get something different. So what do you want to go for? 2 gold pieces?
Take the 2 gold.
You take the gold? All right. 2 gold pieces. The second step is that, can you see it? I don't know if you see it. There's a little chest symbol. So now you have the option. You can either take a card from the item deck, because that's what it refers to, or you can keep hold of this card as a rumor. And the keywords on this card are enemy, animal, and forest. Now, you don't need any of those keywords.
I don't need those words. Let's go for the loot.
You're going to go for the loot. All right. Nice and easy. All right. Gunpowder grenades. So this is going to be an item. It's a potion. Again, it's a 1 sort of use per day. When a battle starts, your foe loses 1 HP and rolls 1 less die this battle round. If the foe has no HP left, skip the battle. And this is in the Uria Crags. Where's that? It's over here. The crags are all the way over here. So you have another rumor. So there you go. You've done combat, and you've picked up, and you've been successful, and you've picked up a rumor. So you are aware of something else out in the world. And in essence, that's kind of how the game's going to flow. All right? There's slight variations with different things, but that's pretty much it. So
Do I keep going, or is it your turn?
It's now my turn. So I'm going to spend an action point, and I'm going to move to the Divine Heights, which is a mountain, and its special ability is +1 action point. So in essence, by moving there, it didn't cost me anything, which is good. But it's a mountain, so I draw the mountain card. Ooh. So this is an enemy. I'm going to have to fight them. Oh my goodness. This is Hussein? Enemy Undead Mountain. And it is a trap. I have to sacrifice 1 spell. I don't have any spells, so nothing to sacrifice. The beautiful maiden's eyes you curiously, as does the... Is that... Pernicus? I can't say that word. Looking fox, with whom she keeps company. She wants me dead, but she's got 4 health. Now, I am hidden, so I do have the option of sneaking past her if I wish. But I think I'd like to have a go at her. So so she's got 4 dice for her combat. My combat is 4, but remember I am hidden, so I get to roll 5. So let's give it a go. 5s and 6s. Oh. All right. So what have we got? I have 2 successes. She has a success. Oh, she has 2 successes. And I have 3 fails, and there's 2 fails for her. So she loses 2 health. But I lose 2 health. This is not good, because the health that you lose is the health that still has action points on it, which is important. So at the end of this round, I'm not going to get to do anything else. Now, what I could do, and I think I am going to do... Should I? No, in fact, no. I'm going to continue. I'm not going to do it just yet. So I can then go and continue fighting. You can basically keep on fighting until you either die or you decide that you want to escape. Okay? So this is the only point where you do repetition. So I now lose the element of surprise. So it's her 4 against my 4. But hang on a second, what did I... Oh, enemy drain. Whenever you defeat an enemy, heal 1 HP. Ah, right. So I haven't defeated the enemy yet. So actually, I want to keep going on this, because I might be able to get my health back. So, roll these dice. I've got... Oh, disastrous. So, I wonder how this works. So I've done 2 points of damage against her.
You've killed her, though.
I've killed her. Okay, so she is dead. But she's
See, what that makes me wonder that, like, you know, when we both went...
She's done 3 points of damage against me, which effectively kills me as well.
But see, that's my question. So does that mean that she hits you with everything first?
That's actually a good point. Let me just...
Because I technically killed that spider, yet it still did damage to me even though I killed it.
Yes, yeah. I think actually, yes, I think we both basically land killing blows. Yeah.
I would do a quick rule search on that one to find out where it says that, oh, if you kill it in your first roll, then they don't damage you. Or the killing rolls, you don't get damage unless you do. But yeah, let's find out because I'd like to get my stuff back.
Okay, the hero and the foe each separately resolve a fight test. For each success the hero gains, the foe will lose 1 HP. For each success the foe gains, the hero loses 1 HP and 1 action point. Once both fight tests are finished, all lost HP are removed from the hero and the foe simultaneously.
Hey, but what about when you kill them? What about that part? That just says that when you're fighting, that's what happened. But what happens when you kill them?
Oh, well, she's dead, so I'm going to get hold of her card and the loot and abilities and etc. that go along with that card, but I'm still dead. Just like she is. Because her damage that she's done to me is simultaneous to the damage that I've done to her.
So the rules didn't say anything about when you kill them, though.
But, so when a foe is defeated... If the foe has no HP, it is defeated, and the hero gains a reward. So that's what happens. Right?
Okay, but a defeated foe can still hurt you.
Yes, oh yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the game's over for you then?
No, it's well, in essence. So I guess, you see, this is the thing, because I have energy drain. Whenever you defeat an enemy, heal 1 HP. So would I get that 1 HP immediately and hence not die? I am a vampire after all. I am a vampire after all. Yeah. I'm going to, because that makes thematic sense, doesn't it, a little bit? Right? It might look like I'm dead, and she definitely, gave me a good pasting, but I'm a vampire. So, yeah.
Because landing on that square allowed you to unlock that spell, right?
This is just my natural ability as a vampire.
Oh.
Right? So whenever I defeat it, so I have defeated the enemy, and whenever I do that, I gain 1 health point. And I also gain 1 move action. Right? But whether I want to use that move action is kind of questionable right now. Because if I do... Well, hang on a second. Oh, right. Because I am also a samurai. And at any time during my turn, I can use the samurai's ability, which is gain 1 rest action. Which means that as a rest... Where is it? So a location with no encounters. Well, she's dead, so we're going to take her away. We'll deal with her in a second. I gain 1 HP. But I do not gain the action point. Oh, so in fact, actually, I will only gain the health, won't I? Yeah. I think this brings me to the end of my turn, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to gain health because I killed her. I'm also going to, because I'm a samurai, I'm going to gain my extra health. But I've got no action points, so that brings me to the end of my go. I am now able to either take something from the loot bag, which I think I'm going to do. just to show. So we got the bag. We have a rummage inside the bag. And what do I get? An incense stick. Add one success to a study test. That's quite cool. So if I ever do a study test, I've got an instant success there. And I have the option of keeping hold of the card as a rumour, where the keywords are enemy, undead, or mountain. Mountain is one of the cards that I'm looking for. So I will keep hold of her. The alternative was to go and get herself an item from the item deck. So I'm going to put her there, and I have my first keyword as part of my quest. All right. I've got no action points. That's the end of my day. So that's it. So it is now over to you. You've got 2 action points remaining.
So I'll move up 1 card.
Move up 1 card. So you're now in the Serene Lake.
And I don't want to do the free move. I mean, I guess I could after I fight if I wanted to, but I don't want to move right now.
So basically, heroes may perform 1 move action here to move directly to the Black Cave. So the Serene Lake is a bit of a shortcut. It takes you to the Black Cave over here. All right. But first of all, you have to draw a Plains card. And you meet a jailer. So then, his weakness is rank. And I don't believe you have... No, you do not have a rank keyword. If you have the keyword that is part of a weakness, you defeat a card instantly. All right. So when you fail an influence test, place your enemy token on this card, even if you have already have previous successes on the card. Right. Okay. So he's a stranger. You can do a confront action with him. Now, the way to overcome and defeat this character is you do an influence test. Your influence is 3 dice, and you would require 3 successes. If you fail those successes, he instantly becomes an enemy, and so then you'll start fighting with him. But his keywords here are stranger, insane, and plains, and you require a plains. Yeah. So he goes there. At this moment in time, he's just a character.
So can I just go ahead and move into that next area then?
You can do, yeah. You can completely
activate
ignore
my
him.
card?
Yeah. So, no. You have to do a discover. So this is your final action. So moving across, that will be it. In the next day, you could then use an action to actually discover it.
Okay, then let's do that.
All right. So final action, moving across into the marches. So that's your final action. Let's move that. Done. And this is a mountain card. All right, let's see. An ebony crypt. So this is a place, an abode, and a mountain. And you require a mountain card as well. If you overcome this, you get trophy of 1 spell. The mage Dorago is buried here along with his diaries and arcane journals. Perhaps one of these old tomes could bring you enlightenment. So to overcome this, it requires either an arcane successes of 4, or the sort of cunning sneak of 3. But that is there waiting for you. All right.
So you have to roll 4 successes, or your character has to have those?
No, you've got to roll
numbers.
You've got to roll 4 successes.
Oh, okay.
Right? Now, the good thing about it is if you decided you wanted to do that, you could roll your dice, and at the moment, well, you've got an arcane ability of 4. So maybe you rolled your dice and you only got 2 successes. So long as you don't move away and you don't get to the end of the next day, you save those 2 successes, and then you could use another action to roll again. And so you basically build up your successes until you overcome it. It's like you're sat there studying and working out the puzzle, yeah? But the moment you move away or the day changes, then you start again. So then, we have got to the end of the first day. And we basically make camp. Let me just make sure I've got this correct. So we're at night time. If any hero is in a gloom location, which none of us are, which is fine. So the first hero, which is going to be me, draws a night card. So what's going to happen during the night?
Can I have a 30-second break?
Sure thing. I will read that card out in a second then. So how are we doing, chat? Are you following along with the game? Is it all making sense? It's always, with any brand new game, certainly brand new to new players, there's always just it's a little bit slower, just as we sort of get into the flow, learn how things work, and try out all the different actions that you possibly can do. And then, of course, we start to pick up speed a little bit, don't we? But the artwork in this game is absolutely phenomenal. It is beautiful. Hopefully you can kind of see on the screen, but if not, go and check it out online.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back. All right. So, what have we discovered?
Thanks, everyone.
We've discovered bandit raiders. So
This is for you?
Well, this is just a sort of event that is happening. So straight away, they appear at the Forging Castle. So where is the Forging Castle? Oh, is that the Forging Bridge? Where's the Forging Castle? Forging Castle.
Below Heaven's Gate, bottom row.
Bottom row. Oh, yes, I see. It's right in front of me. So straight away, this location turns to gloom. All right.
Which means nothing to me. Ha 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 ha.
But there is a special aspect here. Each encounter at Forging Castle gains +1 to each attribute. My goodness. So these bandit raiders who have a health of 4, they have an attack value of 5. That is really bad.
No, thank you.
Yes, yes. All right. Hopefully you don't need to go to Forging Castle then. Okay, so we've revealed the night card. And now, night passes. It is now dawn. And so the first player, so you basically gain action points equal to your health. So I have 2 health. So I'm going to get 2 action points back. And that's it. You have 3 health. You have 3 action points. So you see how your health is crucially linked to what you're then able to do during the course of a day. And you want to make sure that you are as healthy as possible. So, it starts with me. Once per day, I can do a free rest action. And I'm going to do that right away. So I'm going to use my samurai ability. I'll make note of it. I know that I've done it. And I will gain an extra health. Okay. And that doesn't actually cost me an action, so that's free. So what do I want to do? I think I'm going to use... Do I want to do that? I was moving to those... Oh, because I wanted to get the title, didn't I? See, here's the choice. Do I use an action to hide first? Oh, but by the way, you're not hidden now. It's a new day. So do I want to hide before I go to the woods, just in case?
I like that the hidden, it looks like a little broccoli or a poot cloud.
A toxic cloud.
Yes. I guess that's a nice way of saying it.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like that.
Yes. I was gonna say you should put it on my card.
Oh, we're so
or if you put it in her front little right hand, it would look like she's eating broccoli.
Broccoli, yes, yes.
I'm sorry, we're playing a game. Let's get back to this game. Sorry, everyone.
I don't know. I don't know what to do because I should rest. Really, I'm gonna spend one of my actions to basically heal up.
I thought that you did just do that.
I have, but that's a free action associated to my character, which I can do at any time. So now I'm using my real action to heal even more. But that's it now. I've only got one action left. Okay, that'll be interesting. We'll see. Right, over to you. What do you want to do?
I guess I'm going to roll to try to get that card.
Right, okay, well, no. So what you're going to do is you're doing a discover action, all right? Mm-hmm. So this is, so at the location on a reward rumor card, convert the rumor to an asset. So it's nice and easy. So you use one of your actions. Well, you put that over there. And this was the spell, wasn't it? Eastern Marches. There we go. And now you have that spell. So once per day in combat, you can defeat an undead enemy just instantly.
Yeah.
All right. So you're badass.
We knew that.
So we're going to put that there.
Already.
Done. And that was your action. So now it is over to me. Now I have one action left. I can either call it to the end of the day and make camp, which means I've not really done anything, but I have got all my health back. Or I can try and sort of search the area and hence draw another card. I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw a mounting card. So I'm going to use my last action and draw a mounting card. Ha ha ha! We have a Kappa Vampire. So when a battle starts, perform an influence-free test. The Kappa Vampire suffers no HP loss during this battle. An amphibious, shell-backed humanoid with burning eyes stalks malevolently towards you. Goodness me. And I'm not hidden. So I am... See, that's an undead enemy. You'd be fantastic. You could just come along there and just instantly kill it. So it's 4 health.
But you don't have any actions left.
Yes, no actions to do anything other than in combat it's forced upon you. So I need to either defeat this vampire or decide that I'm going to escape. Which, if I want to escape, let me just double check this. Which actually might be the best thing to do. Let's. So escape option. If neither the foe nor hero is defeated, the hero may choose to escape. If so, they make camp and end their turn immediately. Well, that's going to be happening anyway. Their hero standee is placed on an enemy-free location which require the fewest move actions to move to. So I could, in effect, move to this location. But I've got to deal with the first round of combat. This Kappa is got 4 dice, but it's got surprise on me. Because I'm not hidden, I'm having to deal with it just as I am. So it's going to roll 5. I've got 4. Let's see what's going to happen. See, I've spent my time getting all my health back, and suddenly I could lose it all now. So 1, 2. I've got 2 successes. And the Kappa... Oh, look at this. Oh, the Kappa's got 1 success. Oh. So I'm going to lose 1 health. But the Kappa's going to lose 2. Now then, do I chance my luck or do I try and escape? I'm going to chance my luck.
I don't know. As I say, what do you want to do?
I'm going to chance my luck. Well, the Kappa now loses the element of surprise. So it's an even match. Vampire against vampire. 4 against 4. If I defeat it, I will gain my health back as I sort of,
Well, one of them, yeah.
Chomp down into its neck in true vampire style. So let's roll 4 each. Black for me, white for it. Oh. Okay, I have 2 successes. That's great. But it has 2 successes as well. So
you lose 2 health, but you get 1 plus an action back.
I don't get the action, I just get the health.
Oh.
Yeah, once you've lost health, you don't get the action back.
So that only puts you down to 2 health.
Exactly. So it's dead. I would lose 2, but then because I've defeated it, I gain 1. All right, so that's not
Get your loot.
Okay. All right, so here we go. It is an enemy, it's undead, and it's a mountain. I can take 2 gold or go into the loot bag. I'm going to take the 2 gold. So we need gold to finish this first quest, don't we? 2 gold. All right, done. I can take the card, or I can take from the item deck. I don't need any of those keywords. I'm going to take from the item deck. What have we got? Awesome, a tobacco pipe. And this is in the Divine Heights. Where are the Divine Heights? Anywhere near me? No. It's typical, isn't it? Oh, where are the Divine Heights? Oh, I'm actually in the Divine Heights. See, I'm looking elsewhere. I'm absolutely in the location. Oh, that's perfect. So I have this as a rumor. So, hang on. Yes, I'm in the Divine Heights because it's the Nesting Woods is the next place I need to go to.
Wait till tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
You have to wait till tomorrow to get the card.
Exactly. Well, that's so fortuitous. So I've got the Divine Heights to go and get my pipe, and then I can get my hunting title in the Nesting Woods. Perfect. So that ends my day. I can't do any more. You, on the other hand, have got 2 actions left. So
I want to get that card.
you want to get your... Sorry, what? Sorry, you want to get what? Because you've got your spell.
Unlocked my spell. I want to get the card that's in the room with me because it has a key word I need.
Oh right, okay. So you're gonna have to do a test, and the
Do
test.
I have any cards with words already that I needed?
You have no, not at the moment, because
Okay.
you need Badlands, Plains, and Mountains. At the moment, you have a spell and combat card, but yes, this card has the mountain keyword. So you want this. So, in order to obtain it, you need to get 4 successes on your arcane. And this is just a case of you rolling 4 dice and getting 4 successes. All right,
yeah.
so here we go. Remember, you could always use one of your fate tokens once we've rolled these dice to boost up. So let's see. Maybe you were lucky, you see. All right, well, there you go. So just before I do that, it cost you 1 action to do this. You've got 1 success.
He dropped.
All right. Well, you got 1 success. Now, you've got another action before the end of the day. So, do you want to continue to try and unlock?
I want to try again.
Yeah. So, again, you roll another 4 dice. Let's hope these are slightly better for you. Oh, there we go. So, you get 3 successes. You now have 4. And that being the case, so that was another action. I've always got to remember. Oh, use your actions up. There we go. Done. So you got 4 successes. You've overcome this obstacle. You have the Ebony Crypt. So then, you have... Well, let's do this in order. You can either take 3 gold coins or a rummage in the loot bag. What do you want to do?
The bag.
The bag. All right, let's do the bag first. Rummage, rummage, rummage in the bag. What can we find? Monkey doesn't know. You have a map. So during your turn, relocate to any forest location. That's a cool little bonus. By looking now, it's a trophy. I think that is an instant reward. I'm sure it is. Let me just double check. Need to just look at trophy. Yes. So this is put into play instantly. So you gain a spell because you've unlocked this crypt. So you get that straight away. This is the spell that you found is Snake Wall. So you need to have an arcane...
This one, like I have it already, right?
You what, sorry?
Do I have to go to the place to unlock it, or is it automatically unlocked?
You automatically unlocked. Now...
Okay.
Right, which is good. This is a conjuring spell. So again, it's once per day. Relocate an animal enemy to an adjacent location. So hissing and spitting and writhing, hundreds of serpents slither from widening fissures in the world around you to heed your command. My goodness.
That would have been helpful with the spider, probably.
Yes. So once per day, you can take advantage of this spell, and you've got that instantly. So you've got 2 spells active. All right. Now then, still dealing with this, you can now either keep hold of this card, or you can discard it to basically go through the title deck. But I think, as we discussed, you're after the mountain keyword. Yes, so you've now got 1 card towards finding the farmer's daughter. All right. Yeah, you're doing good. So that's you over there. That then brings us to the end of the day. So we look, make sure none of us are in a gloom location. We're not. We then draw a night card. A fell plague. So it's an event. The strongest hero sacrifices one ally. Then all heroes not hidden lose 1 HP. Right, well, neither of us are hidden, so we both lose 1 HP. It's a bit mean, isn't it? And it's the Urea Crags fall into gloom. And that goes just there. All right. So, start of a new day. You get action points equal to your health. I've got 1 measly action point. You have 2. I went to camp first, so I'm still the first hero. I'm going to use that 1 action point. Well, first of all, I'm going to use my samurai class to basically heal myself, 1. And then I'm going to use my action point to find this tobacco pipe, which is rather cool. So the pipe, so that's my action, I've used that. And basically the pipe, what does it do? It gives me the opportunity to do a confront action for free. So just like how you discovered the, dealt with the sarcophagus, so I'm able to do something similar for free now. So I have that item, which is cool. Over to you.
So what do I do to defeat the guy next to me?
You would have to do an influence test or just attack him outright. Your combat is free and your influence is free. And you basically would have to get 3 successes on your influence. If you fail, then he obviously mistrusts what you're saying and instantly becomes an enemy, and then combat starts.
Okay, so I'll move in there and do the...
So that's your move. So you're moving on in, so that's 1 action.
Yeah, and then I'll do the test.
So that's the second...
Because I do have the 1 success in case I need it.
You do, yes, yes. So you're going to roll 3 dice. And you're trying to sweet talk him, trying to sweet talk this jailer while you're there, this beautiful butterfly. I mean, why shouldn't he believe you? Okay, so you got 1 success.
So can I spend 2 of them to...
Right. Well, no. You can only do 1 at a time, 1 per day. It's like calling on the fates. So you have failed, right? Which means he instantly now becomes an enemy to you. Now, he has 3 health. So we put these tokens
Dead.
on the card. All right. So
I assume he is not undead.
He's not undead. No, he's very much alive. Yes, and your spells, unfortunately, do not aid you in this instance. So you're now in combat with him. He's got 3 health. You've got 2 health. You know, you might be lucky with the dice rolls. You never know. All it takes is 3 successes, or even 2 successes, and use one of your tokens. Because you haven't used a token today.
Okay, let's do it, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no other choice.
Actually, yeah, I was just realising, there is this first round of combat you've got to do regardless, yeah? You've been trying to sweet talk him, and suddenly he's decided, no,
Come
that's
on.
it. All right, I'm with you. So you're...
I know, I'm just trying to send good thoughts.
You're black. You get 1 success. He is white. He gets 1 success. So you lose 1 health. But he loses 1 health. Okay.
Should I use a success marker now or wait for my second roll?
You can use the marker after the roll. So you might, if you're going to do another roll, you might as well do the roll first.
Okay. Okay.
See what you get and then do it, yeah?
Okay.
So, okay, so here we go. 3 against 3. So you get, oh my goodness, you've got 2 successes and a fail. He's got 3 successes. See, look at this. You see, the monkey can roll good dice. So
Dead, so I don't come back to life at all.
No, well, so what happens? He is dead, right? But so are you. But we'll deal with his card because you've killed him, so you still get the card. So let's deal with that.
And I get my planes.
Exactly, yeah. So, first of all, do you want 1 gold coin or go into the loot bag?
Bag.
Bag. Okay. What do you get? What do you get? Oh, a trap! You lose 1 hit point immediately. Well, that's kind of fortuitous because, hey, you're dead, so it doesn't matter. But you just don't gain anything, which is a shame. Next, you can either keep the card or you can have an ally. But I think you want to keep the card because you want the planes keyword, don't you? Yeah? Yes? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So we'll put that under there. So you've now got 2 of the cards needed for the first chapter. The only thing you are missing is the Badlands. But you suffered a semi-mortal blow. And what happens now is you wake up recovering in Moonshober Shrine. And you're going to come back with 2 health points. And that's how you deal with death. Because we're heroes. We don't really ever die. You know, we just get knocked down a bit. So that's what's going on.
Okay, I was about to say, this is a quick game if that's the case. That's too much board setup to just die and then be like, well, game over.
No. But interestingly, when you're up against the ancient at the end of the game, if you die, that's it. You are out of it, yeah. But during the build-up, you'd always come back to the shrine.
Okay, your turn.
Okay,
No,
well,
it's next day.
It's next day, yeah. So first of all, I take a look at the night card. So the Tower of Cain, I think we found that over here. That goes into gloom. Move over there. And this is a quest card, a new religious cult. Revealed, place this quest on the Towers of Cain. Sinister cults spring up throughout the wilds, preying on the fears of the weak-willed to pressure sinners into their insidious ranks. So we have a quest. to destroy a new religious cult. And I actually need to complete a quest.
Sorry.
Go on.
I was just gonna say, what are the words on the guy, on the monk-looking guy?
You mean the Grave Raider?
Mm-hmm.
He is a stranger, he's insane, and he's in the forest. So it's not...
Okay.
You need the Badlands. And the Badlands are just here, right next to you. In the desolate city. So not too bad. Not too bad. And in fact, timing-wise, you might get to your conclusion. All being
Do
well.
it. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. So that was the night. I get 2 action points back. You get 2 health and 2 action points. Okay, keep those together. So it starts with me. I am going to instantly use my samurai ability to give me 1 extra health. I'm going to use an action to become hidden. That's me done. Over to you.
Should probably hide myself, huh?
Yeah, just in case. So
Poop cloud me.
Poop cloud you. All right, there we go.
Yeah, poop cloud me.
Done. It's then over to me. I am going to use my second action to move, and I am moving down to the woods. What's in the forest? Ooh, a herb garden. So this is a place, a respite.
Surprise, it's only nettles.
And a forest. So the trophy is if you manage to complete this, you heal 3 HP. Knowing which herbs are poisonous, which are edible, and which can concoct a heady brew is a delicate art. Well, that's really cool. So I've got 2 things here. I can heal myself in the herb garden, and also I can gain a title of a contest winner. So that's quite cool. That's quite cool indeed. All right, but that's me over with. It goes over to you. You have 1 action left.
I guess move over left.
All right, move left. An action over there. You're going to the desolate city, so that is a Badlands card. So here we go. This is a quest. It is a disguised noble. This has the keyword of honor and Badlands. If you overcome this, the trophy is you get to relocate to Heaven's Gate. The famous noblewoman, Gallia, has disguised herself to move among the masses, searching for those with honorable and noble hearts to serve her house. So she has a influence here. Well, actually, it's a quest, so you can actually choose. So you can choose either your arcane knowledge.
I choose study.
Yeah, I think you would do, wouldn't you? But that is in the next day, because both of us are now out of actions, and we then draw up a night card. So, Fool's Den. We've just been in Fool's Den. Fool's Den goes into gloom. And this is a famous person who is a stranger and insane. When revealed, place this stranger at Fool's Den. Brilliant and renowned philosopher Farius Winsman has deigned to visit this area and trade barbed witticisms with the local rabble. Isn't that a beautiful card? Doesn't he look cool? So he
looks like a douche, but yeah.
Yes, well, it's interesting, isn't it? He is in Fool's Den, yes? All right. So it is now the next day, and we receive back action points equal to our health. I get 3, you get 2. And, well, so let's see. What do I want to do? Well, first of all, I'm no longer hidden, and neither are you. So straight away, I'm going to use an action to do a discover, and I am able to take this contest winner and add it to my set. So I now have 3. I have a +1 on my arcane ability, but it can also act as a card for the title for my quest for the Great Feast Hall. And that's for me to decide. Maybe I want to keep hold of that card and take advantage of its special abilities. Or I'm going to trade it in to achieve my quest. So that's my first action. Over to you. What would you like to do?
Going to try to do the test.
Now, so yes, you get to choose on this because it's not a stranger, and it is a quest.
And she only wants 3 successes
three
on
successes.
study, and I have 4, so let's do that.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, good idea. All right, so 4 dice. 5s and 6s. Oh. Unfortunately, no successes there. I was doing so well with my dice rolls before, wasn't I?
Again?
Well, that's your first roll, so that's it. So it goes back over to me. And so I have the option here of the herb garden. And it requires 4 successes with the arcane knowledge, and I have 3 dice to roll. So let's take one out. I'm going to roll those. So I'm going to use up one of my actions to do this. No successes. Okay, back over to you. Your final action. What would you like to do?
Can I rest?
You can rest, yes, and that would allow you to.
I'm gonna rest.
You're going to rest, so you get yourself a health back. Yes, this is the thing. So.
Look at me being clever. What?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And so actually, do I want to try? Well, here we go. I can't complete that herb garden, so I might as well use my final action to rest. And so that in the next day, I have all of my actions back. So makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Sometimes you get focused in on wanting to do one thing and realize and not seeing the most obvious action to do. So there we go. Now, you went to rest first. You now become the first hero. So, night card. It is an event, an epic battle. Doomguard relocate to Forsaken Glade, while the Rosen Knights gain 1 loot. And then all heroes lose 1 HP because we're in a massive battle. Right, okay. So this was that decision right at the beginning. You are the Doomguard and I am the Rosen Knights. So you relocate to the Forsaken Glade. Where's the Forsaken Glade? Oh, I see it.
I want to go there.
You're at the Forsaken Glade. All right. And you lose 1 health.
No.
Sorry, it's you had the choice. I get to go in the loot bag.
But you still lose an HP.
I do lose a HP, yes. What do I gain? I get a blanket.
Trap. Oh. Huh?
Lose 1 action point and heal 2 health. That's quite cool. I got a comfort blanket. but it cost me an action. But I do lose a health. Now then, you have now the choice. Do you want to stay as the Doom Guard, or do you want to change sides to the Rosen Knights?
Stay.
You're going to stay, and I'm going to stay, and so that event is done. And so we start the next day. You get your 2 actions. I get 3 actions now.
Can I twice?
Can you what, sorry?
Can you rest twice or only once?
You'll rest once now, and then I'll have a go, and then you can rest again. So that's absolutely fine. How you use your actions is completely up to you.
And then what is that guy next to me? What are his words?
He's a stranger and insane.
Okay, and what happens when you will get to know him?
Well, wild parties and
yeah, no, like to defeat him, like what is it?
You need a influence of 5 successes or more. So you're going to be rolling 3 dice. But remember, his keywords don't help you. What you're after is a Badlands keyword now, which she did have.
And if I move into the middle card, our starting card, what happens?
You can go to the market and you can either heal or you can purchase cards, either spells, titles, items, or allies.
And you heal for how much? 2?
It is. I think it's 1. It's 1 gold piece per health point. Yes, it is. Yeah, 1 gold per health point, and you can do it 1 at a time.
Can I move in there without having to talk to that guy?
Yes, because you don't have to interact with him. But of course, that's 1, 2 actions.
Right. That's fine. I'll do that.
Right. Okay. So the first action. Well, remember, you could just stay where you are and rest. If you want to get back your health, just stay where you are. Because remember, you're in a Badlands area, so ideally you want to get your health all back, so you've got all your actions, and then search that location and hopefully try and get a Badlands card. Yeah.
Okay. Then let's rest. Okay.
So you're going to use an action, and you're going to gain a health back. It goes over to me then. I require a quest. Is it worth me trying to get myself all the way over to her? Goodness. The amount of cards I would have to go through. Okay, well, I can move. Well, I will use an action to hide, because you really got to remember to do that. So that's me done. So it goes over to you. You're going to use an action to rest again. So that takes your health up to 4. And that's you done for your day. I am going to then use an action. Well, before I use that action, I'm going to use my samurai ability to heal up. And then I'll use that action to move. But because I get a free action on that, I take my action back, which is good. And I get to draw up a mountain card. Man traps. So too numerous to be from hunting expeditions. A myriad traps litter the lands far and wide. Dangerous remnants of past wars. They are now merely part of the landscape. Do I need to... So only if I try and accomplish this, I don't have to deal with it. So that is a mountain, a nature, and a place, if I wanted to deal with that. I will then spend an action to move. That brings me there. Don't have to deal with him. And spend another action to move again. Gets me to the shrine. And then we get to the night. Oh my goodness. It's a tsunami. When this is revealed, discard a stranger from play, then all heroes not hidden lose 1 loot. Oh, Sarah. So, unfortunately, you're going to lose your map. Because you're not hidden. Whereas I am. But we get to discard a stranger from play. So the strangers are the grave raider or the famous person.
Whichever one would kill you.
Well...
That guy's stronger, so I'd get rid of the stronger guy just in case.
The famous person, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. So he's been swept away in a tsunami. And the serene lake goes into gloom. Where's the serene lake? Serene lake.
On the right?
On the right, on the right.
The water? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the fun thing. I always find it difficult to find.
It is the top row. All the way to the right.
Oh, yes.
Or second.
Yeah, it's here. Right at the very top. There we go.
Yeah.
Done. Okay. And so, start of a new day. You've got 4 health. You've got 4 actions. All your actions come back. So, you are now rocking it again. And exactly the same for me.
And then I get to go first, so I will go hide.
You go first. So, you can hide. I'm just instinctively putting the...
Yes.
the thing on
No, she wants to eat broccoli. Put it so she's eating broccoli.
For broccoli.
See, her little right hand is near her mouth. So if you put it, no, her right hand.
No. Both of her hands are down on the hips.
Oh, then put it back as a poop cloud.
Okay.
I thought she had like her hand up. Never mind then.
No. It's definitely poop cloud.
I thought it, not poop, poot. With
Oh,
a T.
poot cloud. Oh, I do apologize. Poot.
A poop cloud is something very different. That's a solid and not a gas.
I am going to use an action, and I will hide as well because defense is the best offense in this game. Right, back over to you.
Now I guess I'm gonna reveal the card for that area. Yes.
Okay. So you use an action, and it is a Badlands card. Oh! It is a Revenant, which is an enemy. It is a Badlands, and it is undead.
Kill you! I kill you!
Boom! Yeah, boom! It is done. You have defeated that card, so don't even need to roll any dice.
But I just tap my card, though, right?
You tap your card.
The
yes.
once a day thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So you've done that. Excellent. So slavering and snarling, the beast lurches towards you with raking claws, and then you go poof, and it's gone. So you can either take 1 gold or in the loot bag.
The loot bag, though, might trap me and take away my health, so I guess I'll take a gold.
Take a gold, all right. You've taken 1 gold.
So now I have everything I need.
So you would keep hold of this card, and now you have all of the keywords required. So you're in your next
gold.
And the gold. So your next action, I will explain what you need to do. All right. But yes, you've done it.
I need to get more health somehow.
No. You're on four. You're on 4 health. So hang on. You're doing good. You're doing good. It's over to me. I am hidden. I am going to use an action to move. So that's done. So it goes now back over to you. So now this is one of the actions that's kind of used reasonably infrequently, and it's the regale action. And I think of this as, regale as in telling your story, yes? So what you basically have to do is you use an action. Yes, you've done that. You then have to discard the requirement cards for this particular chapter. So you require Badlands, Plains, and Mountain. So if I just take the cards, you have Badlands card, you have the Plains card, and you have the Mountain card. So those cards now are discarded. You also discard 2 gold. And what happens now is, because you are the rebel class, you get to...
No, I'm the Yakuza.
Yes, but the Yakuza is part of the keyword is rebel. So there are 2 special skills. So either the woodsman or kung fu. So woodsman, when you draw forest encounters, draw 1 extra encounter and choose 1 to discard. This is your knowledge of the forests, yeah? Or Kung Fu, which is a use once per day. When a battle starts, the enemy loses 1 HP. If the enemy has no HP left, skip the battle altogether. So what do you want to do? Do you want to have a skill as a woodsman, or do you want to know Kung Fu?
I mean, being able to pick which enemy or which card you get to encounter is really good, though.
These are both really good cards.
Yeah. Now, my question is, do I have to try to collect those words again, or what's the case now?
Potentially, yes, right? But you'll find out in a second. Don't worry. So let's work out on this. Are you going to do Kung Fu, or are you going to be an expert woodsman?
Almost thinking Kung Fu might be best.
Kung Fu. All right. So you have...
So they automatically have -1 HP.
This is it, yes. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure...
And so if the creature only has 1 health, that means that it's already dead. We don't have to battle.
Yes, but you can only get to use it once per day. It's one of, it's an ability that you tap. So let me just double check this now. I'm pretty sure it is what I think it is. Right, so when a saga chapter is complete, the hero must increase their maximum health by 1 and their HP by 1. So you now gain an extra health. So when you rest up, you will then have an extra action point. But most importantly, what happens now is your story moves on to the next chapter. The Farmer's Daughter, Chapter 2. Setting off in pursuit of Felicia's whereabouts, you honourably brave the wilderness to try to find tracks or reports from locals who might have seen her. What evidence you can gather leads to an old temple hidden in a forest. The temple is rumoured to be haunted by ghosts and other unsavoury creatures, and accessible only via a magical incantation. Time is of the essence as you continue your search. So the keywords now for Chapter 2 are honour, spell, and forest. And in order to complete this, you're going to require those 3 keywords and 4 gold.
Can I switch cards?
No. Okay, so there we go. So that you're now on Chapter 2. And it goes over to me. And what we're going to do is, I think if dice is on my favor, I'll complete my chapter, and then we'll call it a pause at that point. Yeah. So I'm going to spend an action and try and attempt this quest with the disguised noble, because I want the quest keyword. And my arcane knowledge is 3. I've got nothing. Oh, hang on. I can add 1 success. I can use my incense stick to add 1 success to a study test. So I've got 3 dice, but I only need 2 successes. And indeed, actually, I only need 1 success because I could use the fates as well. This is where you can use multiple bonuses to help. So let's roll these dice. And I have a 5, so I have 1 success, right? And so I will use my token, and so I have successfully completed her. So the trophy is relocate to Heaven's Gate. Where's Heaven's Gate?
Yeah, it's right above the bad guy.
Right above the bad guy.
Fourth row, second column. So 1 down. You get to move 1 down.
Oh, I moved 1 down. That's okay. Right. So that's where I am. So I've lost my. Got to keep an. I've lost that as well. All right. So I can either take 3 gold. I'm going to take the 3 gold. I'm not chancing the loot bag. So 2, 3. All right.
Now, instead of stopping here, because technically I still have 2 actions left,
yes,
right?
Yeah, oh,
so shouldn't I finish my 2 actions?
Yes, we'll be doing that, yeah. So I'm going to keep hold of that card. That is the quest. And I am going to, as much as I wanted to keep it, I'm going to sacrifice the title card. So I have everything that I need. All right, but yes, you're quite right. It is over to you. So you have.
Can I search where I'm at again?
You can. So that would be a Badlands card.
Because I can't rest. I can't gain more health, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's good. So this is interesting. Here we go. So this is Rover. I don't think he's not a dog. So fringe raiders and nomads are arriving from the furthest reaches of the known lands as the gloom drives them towards civilization. But as this card goes down, he has a weakness, and his weakness is the rebel. You, as the Yakuza, are the rebel, which means you instantly defeat this card. Right? Defeat is the wrong sort of word. You basically, wow him onto your side. He admires you and the things that you do, and that being the case, he's happy to sort of go along with you type thing. So you can either take 1 gold coin or in the loot bag. What do you want to do?
I'm scared of that loot bag. I don't want it to take any of my health away.
It's not. There's loads of stuff in there. The chance of you getting the pit trap was, it's quite unique. What are you going to go for? Are you going to go for loot bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Okay, good rummage. You get 3 gold. There you go. See, you've done really good. That's 2.
And then he didn't have any keywords that I needed, right?
No, he's a stranger, insane, and badlands, so not words that you'd need. So, what you are able to do is you could trade him in to get information, a rumor on an ally.
Do I need that though?
Yeah, basically. You either keep him as the card, or you swap him for an ally.
Yeah, because I don't need him, and he doesn't do anything to help me. So.
I mean, the thing is for this particular chapter, you don't need him, but you might need him for the next chapter. But hey, yeah.
All right, so let's do the ally.
Who's your ally? Ooh, Mrs. It's a dancer. So when you encounter her at the celestial tree, where's the celestial tree? Tree.
It is next to home base, where the monk guy is.
Yes, it is. So that's where she's going to be. She has a +1 to your influence, because everybody loves a dancer. And you are able to tap this once, remove an enemy or claim token from an encounter at an adjacent location. So, you know how your tokens went onto your skull went onto something. She would help you sweet talk and remove it. So that's quite cool. But she increases your influence by 1, having her around.
And did I use an action for that, or did we already move it?
No, we didn't move it, so that should go over there. Done. Okay.
So if I move into...
Oh, it's my turn now. It's my turn.
Okay.
So
then while you go, I'll be right back.
Oh well, I'll hang on a second then, because I'll talk you through. So, chat, are you following along? What do you think of the game? We are just going to bring this to an end now, because I'm going to complete the first chapter of my quest for the Great Feast Hall.
I'm back.
You're back. All right. So
yeah, I've been doing better with my water intake, but that means
so
I have to take more breaks.
So I'm going to use my final action to do my regale action, which cost me 2 gold.
Oh, because you have everything.
I have everything. So I have the mountain, I have the quest, and reluctantly, I have the title. I'm going to have to give that up. And so I complete the first chapter. So we turn this over. So before I get started, add an extra health. Done. So here we go. Chapter 2. Armed with little knowledge from those wild claws who actually deigned to speak with you, your journey leads you across the beautiful grasslands of Kilforth. But you soon start to feel that you are travelling in circles, running errands for their people wherever you go. Furthermore, you can't shake the feeling that you are being tracked as you go. Nevertheless, you are determined to do what must be done to discover the Great Hall, where it is said one can dine with the gods themselves. So my new words are quest, planes, and quest again. So I need to go and I complete 2 quests. Now, I am the samurai. So I take skills from the martial deck. And what do I have? I have savage and taekwondo. So savage, when you draw mountain encounters, draw 1 extra and discard. Or taekwondo, add 1 to your fight for for 1 battle round. I believe that's going to be 1 extra dice, isn't it? I'm going to take the taekwondo. Because what vampire wouldn't know taekwondo? Okay. And so I rest, so that brings me to first hero. And so you have one action remaining. What do you want to do?
So if I move down one, what would happen?
You just move, that's it.
Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay, then I'll do that.
All right. So you move down one. That was your last action. And that then brings us... Well, it brings us to nighttime. So let's resolve the night.
In the darkness.
Political scheme. When breaking camp ends, the Rosen Knights lose 1 AP. Oh, typical. While the Doom Guard gain 1 AP. Well, I lose 1, but you can't get... Actually, can you gain... That'd be strange, because you're going to get 5 action points. Can you have an additional action?
Why not? You can't gain additional health, but what's wrong with gaining an additional action?
Yeah. Yes, yeah, because you can't go any more than your health. But frequently we're getting bonuses to actions, aren't we? Yeah, okay. I'll go with that. But
the rules say that you can't have more than your health, but...
We tend to like to follow the rules.
I don't see an issue with getting a free action, because if the rules doesn't say anything about it, then I don't see an issue with us getting a free action, because that just is like pretty much a free move.
Yes,
it doesn't really...
Yeah, it's not your health that's altering, so yes, I would probably agree on that. So what we'll do, because I'm going to take a photograph, so you get to have all of your actions back. But remember, this action is only for this round. So you get that extra action. Next round, you won't have that bonus.
So then I would have 6, because I have 5 health right now.
1, 2... Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. Hang on. Put that there. Put that there. And I need to have an extra. So I'm up to 5. Well, actually, hang on. So I've got 5 actions. But at the beginning of this turn, I lose an action. So actually, that just gets exhausted instantly before I even get started. Okay. There we go. So, and we're both not hidden. So we'll put those to one side. And that is probably a good place to break. So now we've kind of got the swing of it.
I think I caught on a lot quicker than I thought I would.
And what do you think?
I like it. Definitely on my end, taking notes is helping.
Yes, yeah.
I think even if I was playing in person, just the way that I am and the way my ADHD is and everything else, I think keeping notes helps. Because I can continuously look at my notes versus trying to read the different cards. But I like it, and I want to keep going.
Okay, all right. Well, what we'll do
I think
then...
it's a good thing for the game if I'm like, are we sure we want to quit?
Yes, yeah, no, it's good. So what I will take a photograph and I will catalog and I will pack this back away in the box in a way that makes it easy for us to start again.
Yeah, and have all of our cards and stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, in essence, this is how we will start the game. And I think the best thing for us to do is we'll continue this next Friday. Because it's fresh in our minds.
Yeah, I was going to actually ask that.
Yeah, and we'll see how far we can go. You know, first games are always a little bit slower, aren't they? Because we're trying to get to sort of speed on things. But in essence, we've pretty much done everything. We've had some combat. We've overcome some quests. Doing some
level 2
challenges. We've got to level 2. It's now just a case of level 2, level 3, level 4. There is then a sort of quest finale boss. And once we accomplish that, then the main boss comes out into play. All right. But we'll see where we get to next Friday. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, because it is a wonderful, wonderful game. I mean, visually, it's so beautiful. All of these cards are absolutely gorgeous. I remember a game when I was growing up called Talisman. And I think that others have likened this game to a modern version of Talisman with updated sort of, the mechanics, using the modern sort of gaming mechanics to it. It has that same feel of going around a fantasy kingdom, completing quests, meeting strangers, getting items and spells. But in this game, you have a true sense of, your hero's journey. And we're just playing one of the recommended ones. There are many more in the box. So, the layout of the actual world is random. There are several ancients to take on, so that can be random. There are several quests to take on, so there's a lot of replayability to this game. And of course, we could play as a team if we wanted to. You can play it solo. It's also a really, really good solo game. So there's a lot going for this game. It's really, really cool. And this is the second game. There is one before this, which is Gloom of Kilforth. If this has a sort of Eastern theme to it, the original is very much, I suppose, a European, traditional medieval fantasy sort of setting. And I believe that they're working on a third game. I don't know what that setting is going to be. It's all within Kilforth, but in the different regions within this fantasy land. So again, another one to look forward to. So there we go then.
I want to keep playing. And the art is pretty.
Good. Well, I'm glad it's hooked you because, yeah, this is probably, it's a bit more than we normally sort of do on the channel, isn't it?
After watching the video, I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, it's a really pretty game, but I don't know about this. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it. But now that I've played it and I'm actually understanding what's happening and picking up on it, I think I picked up on it compared to other games we've played. I think that I've done pretty good at picking up on what to do.
Most definitely, yes.
I don't think that I've been asking you, oh, what now? What now? It's more of a, okay, I can do this now, right?
Yeah.
No. So I'm actually I'm glad that I watched a little bit of the video, but I'm also glad that I kind of watched it and then was like, okay. And then we did this and I was like, all right, cool. I don't know, just something about that video. I don't know.
Yeah.
He kept giggling about stuff. He's like, about some guy, and I'm like, what? I think the video itself bothered me.
we've effectively had 4 rounds. That's all.
Yeah,
all we've done. Okay.
We made it to level 2. We're awesome. We're winners.
Well. Look at it this way. There's 25 cards, and we've used 7 so far. Because also, this game is about efficiency in your actions per day.
Yeah.
Right. So there is some sort of there's some math to be worked out here. You need to be picking up 3 different cards per chapter. So ideally, I suppose it's near enough. You need to pick up a card a day, don't you? Really. So the clock's ticking, and that's another thing that I really like about it. But you need to get a forest, a spell, and honor. The herb garden down here is a forest.
Oh.
You see, so this is the bonus. You're able to get that without having to worry about it. A spell you could purchase from the shrine, and you automatically have the spell. Or you can discard one of your spells that you have as part of your character.
The rumors.
Right. Honor. So your rumors, what have you got here? You've got an ally and an item. So none of your rumors currently help you. But you need to have the honor keyword. And I think honor is going to come along with a title, isn't it? So you can
Yeah.
you can purchase a title from the shrine, and you've got quite a lot of gold.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's picking up this card or coming over to the shrine and purchasing a title.
Right.
Because why not? Hey, if you've got the money. But then you might have to go and complete a quest or defeat somebody to get yourself some more money back. Because remember, you need 4 gold coins for the next stage. Right, there we go.
We'll finish it next week.
Hello, Roger. Yes, next week we're going to continue. We're going to do part 2. And we'll see how we do. All right.
The demonic butterfly and vampire will be back.
Indeed, we will. All right, and Sarah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
A wonderful weekend, and we'll see you for part 2 next week.
And I hope everybody's enjoying making their tiles.
You need to put some photographs up. We need to see some teasers. I need
to take some photos. I'm thinking of making more like movable and reusable accessories. I don't know, because everything else is done.
Right.
Everything is done. I just need to take pictures, but I was thinking I could make more things.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Have a great weekend then, and we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Did you say a really loud bye there? Because it cut out.
Oh, okay. Bye.
There you go.
We're going to need a less excited bye from you.
That's it, yes. There's too much enthusiasm to your bye. Can you just dial it down a bit?
Bye.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye.
And my thanks to Sarah for playing tonight's game, which is Shadows of Kilforth from All or Nothing Productions. This is a lot of fun. As I say, we will be playing part 2 next week. Will we manage to complete a couple of chapters during the course of the game? Will we even manage to encounter the Bishop of Pride? Join us next week from 7 o'clock to find out. But until then, bye for now.